AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
You were viral before viral was known to be viral.
Thank you.
In New York City streets, right? So I'm wondering, how do you think, social media would have impacted you coming up?
Wow. It would have been crazy for me, because when I was in high school, I was 15 years old, 15, when I started at Archbishop Malloy High School from 9th grade to 12th, I was everywhere, man. Back of the Newsday, New York Newsday, New York Daily News, New York Post, New York Times was a very strong paper. I was in New York Times. Mike Lupica wrote a lot of articles about me. So I just had an amazing high school career, and all the people in New York watched me, man. It was just amazing to get that much coverage, and it wasn't TV or anything like that. It was just all paper, and it was just awesome. And that's why I became the #1. That's one of the reasons I became the #1 player freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year, because I think the media market, was New York. And,
right.
But it put a lot of pressure on me, because when I had to go and play in different states and all that, I had to do my thing, and that was on my mind. But
do you think that will be different if, instead of just reading the paper, seeing your face on it, now you see all the comments from everybody reading the paper and shooting back at you on Instagram? How different do you think it would be for you if you had to deal with that?
Yeah, it'll be a little different, but I got to a point in high school where I just stopped reading the paper. I just stopped reading it, because there was some negative, it was some positive, but I just stopped reading it. I would read it in the summers, off season. After the season ended, I read the paper, but you can't read too much about yourself. That's all of us. Don't read into it, because you get a big head, or you start, really believing what those people are saying. So you got to calm down. And I never really took it in that way. I had some real mentors, Vincent Smith, Pierre Turner, that really, and the whole left rack city, Queens. They just took care of me, man. They watched over me, man, and it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Your opinion, 80s, 90s, 2000, and now, what era did you enjoy watching the most? Not playing, watching the most.
Wow, that's a good question. I wouldn't say my era playing all that in the 90s, but I would say, 2000s, I liked, and I really do like this era, because it's so it's so you can move freely. The court's wide open, you can move freely. It's not as physical, and that's where you able to shine. If you're a good guard that can shoot. Right. You can penetrate. You penetrate. The lanes is wide open. And let's be real. It's about that money right now. So it's about the money.
Right.
It's about the money. So it's the more fan friendly. The game is more fan friendly now. And the playoff, they try to get a little harder, but it wasn't like our playoffs in the 90s, where during the regular season it was physical. The physicalness in the playoffs was bananas. You know what I mean? When in the 90s. But it's a lot different. And now you got to be more skilled. And I understand you got to be more skilled. You got to be able to, shoot the ball. You can penetrate. Like I said, the lane is wide open. So you got fours, bigs that can handle and can shoot, So it's a lot. The game has changed a great deal, but only right. And it's great players now. Great.
Right.
You talked about that's your favorite era. And I was going to ask you who your favorite team was, but I think that's kind of a boring question. So I wanted to know, what is the wildest team you were on? That's what I want to know. Not why, because that might be the details might need to be offline for Patreon. That's pay-per-view.
I don't talk about our things that we did, but I'll tell you. Well, I'm gonna tell you, my team, New Jersey Nets, we had a great team, but we was a little It was a little wild. It was a little wild. You know, I played there for 4 years. It was awesome. Now, you know, each year it was different. You know, I played New Jersey 4 years, played Boston 5 years, played Portland Trailblazers for 2. But I think New Jersey, we had when I was younger, we had, me, Derek Coleman, Drodger Petrovic, Chris Morris, Benoit Benjamin, Tate George, Raphael Addison. We had a great talent, but it's just mentally we lose it sometimes. They're losing. They was a little bugged out. I think he was bugged out.
You guys were too young. Yo, Keith.
Yeah.
Boss Claus is in the building. Keith Claus. He said, "What's up?" earlier. He thinks Portland was your wildest team you ever been on.
No, Portland wasn't, because everybody mixed me up where they talk about the jail. But I was gone. They traded me. That's why I went to the Boss. I wasn't with the championship team when they went they traded me for Damon Stoudemire.
Okay.
He went there. He played with all those. They got great players. Scottie Pippen.
Right. Rasheed Wallace and all of them. Yeah.
I played with Rasheed Wallace, J.R. Ryder, Cliff Robinson. My first year in Portland. Then a year and a half, and I got traded. So it was a little different.
So, Claus, you hear that? Don't put that on his jacket. He had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. I was gone.
Right. Big shout out. Listen, that's Keith Claus, family. He got drafted by the LA Clippers, man. Big shout out Keith Claus.
Claus was wild. Listen. He's a wild dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Claus. Yo, that's my man. But he was wild.
He's free about it. He talks about it all the time.
I'm not gonna talk about another man, but all I'm gonna say, you was a wild dude.
Yeah. he told us a couple stories.
Keith Claus. Yeah. Listen, one thing with us, man, we respect our brothers. We keep it, we would never. But like you said, I'm always in contact with the boss. That's a wild dude, but he family, man. But much love from Keith Claus. He supports. He shows love, man. And anytime you need him to pull up, you hear him pull up, man. Good brother. So always shout out Keith Claus, man. Yeah. Hey, Kenny, man. Like I said, man, we got you up here. And, before we run in the few, I want you to explain what you've been doing lately as far as some of the charity work and some of the things you've been doing as far as with the youth.
Yeah, the youth, I got my showcase that you're going to be a big part in that. I appreciate y'all. That I'm coaching right now like 3 times a week at Florida Coastal in Fort Walton Prep. Pretty good prep school, just trying to build it up. So I'm going to be helping them out over there. And I'm always, reaching out to young guys who could really play, get them in situations, going to a good D1 school or so on. They talents. Be a good, and I just always try to preach to them, be a good student. Be a good student, play ball, and however I can help you, reach out to me, and I'll try to help you, just get your career blossom, whatever that is. Because I was at Fisk for 5 years, Fisk University in Tennessee, and it was a great university. My daughter graduated from there, and I coached there for 5 years. It was awesome, man. It was a great experience for me to understand that. HBCU, black school, small, one of the best academic schools in the country. Fisk. We had about 900 students. I had a great time there, man. So I'm just about helping others, giving back, doing what I can. I had a great life in playing the game of basketball. I truly was blessed in high school, college, pro, and so on. So I always, that AllBall and Fave, just giving back. And I'm glad to be a part of your team. Whatever I can do to help y'all, I'm there. I'm there. I'm on the call. I'm on the wherever. I'm just going.
Yes.
Y'all, even though y'all Knicks fans, we good. We good.
I appreciate that.
And I'm gonna take y'all to some Brooklyn Net games. And I want you to cheer. When I look over, y'all better be clapping.
He's giving us orders. Jesus Christ. Everybody. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.